सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्र्यवतु आनो दिवो बृहतः पर्वतादा सरस्वती यजता गन्तु यज्ञं वाग्देव्यै नमः। सुप्रभातम्। The Jnana Yoga Shloka Sangraha, the collection of different verses from Bhagavad Gita related to the Jnana, the knowledge which frees from all the physical, the mental as well as the worldly bondages. If you understand the concept of buddhi from different scriptures, it says Nishchayatmika buddhi. So buddhi is responsible for taking a firm decision based on proper discrimination. Most of the time we take the decision not from the buddhi but from manas. We wish to do something but it won't happen because that time buddhi is not working or buddhi is not involved in taking the decisions. Wherever we are under delusion or confusion or samshaya or what we resolve it can't be implemented, for all these things mind is responsible. It's why Vedanta Sara defines mind as Sankalpa Vikalpatmakam Manaha. The mind is responsible for both Sankalpa and Vikalpa. Sankalpa we take, resolve, but the next moment or the next day it can't be implemented, it becomes dissolved. No more implications. That's why the buddhi is responsible for jnana shakti, the manas is responsible for the ichha shakti, and the kriya shakti related to the pranamaya kosha, the indriyas, five sense organs, as well as 5 karmendriya motor organs. So whatever we decide with discrimination properly, with jnana shakti or the buddhi, it will be firmly converted as ichha shakti by the mind, and which is implemented through prana shakti, because ultimately the sense organs, the jnanendriya as well as the karmendriya are able to work under the power of prana only. If there is no prana in the body, the entire body becomes dead. That's why everything is connected here. So, to maintain the serenity of the mind, the tranquility of the mind, that is the buddhi. Buddhi is responsible ultimately. There is a shloka in the Jnana Yoga Shloka Sangraha, Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan. It says, Prajahati yada kaman. Whenever we cast off or whenever we overcome all the desires of the mind or the physical wantings, then the mind establishes in the peace. Atmanyevatmana tushtaha. It says, when one free from all the desires, then he is establishes in the peace or the shanti. As we know, the different rivers from different hill stations or the mountains flows in different directions with different speeds. Once they are merged with the ocean becomes calm, quiet and serene, shanta. Similarly, one has to overcome the desires, but it's very difficult to think even to overcome all the desires, because as we are human beings, we born with lot of desires. and not only accumulated the desires from the current birth as well as the previous birth. Each and every day we are going to have some more desires, some more resolves which cannot be implemented or executed 100% in this lifetime. So it will be continuing. That's why Krishna says, do everything and expect everything to get some success. But don't involve in the raga or the dvesha. Whether the failure or the success, don't involve yourself in the attachment as well as the hatredness. Whenever we undergo these two situations, okay, that makes more and more happy as well as misery. The 9th verse says here, Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha Sangaha Teshu Upajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kamaha Kamat Krodho Bijayate Krodhat Bhavati Sammohaha Sammohat Smriti Vibhramaha Smriti Bhamshat Buddhinashaha Buddhinashat Pranashyati. So ultimately, whenever the Buddhinasha takes place, whenever there is a loss of absolute discrimination, then that is the last stage of a human being where he falls completely. And it starts from Dhyayato Vishayan Pumsaha. Whenever you think continuously on some of the external object, then slowly it takes to the state of attachment. When your attachment is not fulfilled or the kama is not fulfilled, converted as the anger kopa, then from anger you lose the memory out of the delusion or the illusion, and because of that you lose the discrimination. Whenever we undergo this kind of stage or the loss of discrimination, then buddhinashat pranashyati. It takes to the absolute collapse of the human journey. That's why he says, Ragadvesha viyuktaistu vishayan indriyaishcharan atmavashyir vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchati. That is the only one way to get peace of mind or tranquility or to be happy in the life with all the situations. Ragadvesha viyuktaistu. Try to be free from raga and dvesha. Of course, we have to do our duty without any. But most of the time we escape from the duty. Most of the time we do get the responsibility to do that. But we involve ourselves with the duty, okay, with attachment. Involvement is good, but with attachment is a bad thing. Because the moment you involve yourself 100% with expectation, okay, then you expect some results. If that result is not expected according to your wish, then it leads to dvesha, of the hatredness. If you are happy with that success, then you are attached, raga and dvesha. So these are the two things always drives the human being. That's why Krishna very clearly says, engage yourself either the jnana or otherwise in the karma, or you involve yourself in the devotion or the bhakti, whatever the activity you do through different ways, but you must be free from raga and dvesha. Most of the time, what we suffer or we undergo miseries, it's only because of the result of raga and dvesha. Why raga and dvesha? Because always raga and dvesha are derived by one aspect called as ignorance or avidya. The avidya or the ignorance is responsible for raga and dvesha. Even this raga and dvesha comes out of the ego. The ahankara always takes to the state of raga and dvesha. That's why Patanjali says very clearly, if you are ignorant towards any situation, towards any object or any person, that slowly take the state of the ego, and it leads to raga and dvesha, and ultimately ends with the abhinivesha. The entire Jnana Yoga Shloka Sangraha says, you discriminate what to be done, what not to be done, what is right, what is not right. Most of the time, the short-term goals what we have in our life, maybe the exams, or maybe accomplishment of any small task, a short-term goal, or maybe any position, or to undertake any project to get more success. In all these situations, we have to think whether it is possible from me or not. Because interest as well as capacity, both are different. You might be interested in to do something, but you may not have the capacity to do. If you want to gain that capacity with the interest, then we have to put lots of effort, 100% effort. Okay? So even in all these stages, we have to think whether it is possible or not. Then, say example, if you go beyond your limitations, beyond your capacity, then whenever the desire is not met, whenever the goal is unable to meet, then you undergo krodha. Dhyayato vishayan pumsaha sangaha teshu upajayate. Whenever you are completely attached with that object or the goal, then that goal leads to kama, the absolute attachment, where you cannot withdraw yourself. You have to undergo, or you have to accomplish that kama. Then that kama leads to krodha because of unaccomplishment of the task. So whatever we face, the problems either at the physical level or at the mental level, it's only because of our attachment towards the things. Even if you are suffering from the diseases, it's only because of the unaccomplished desires. When you are not completely expecting the results out of the action, then you involve yourself, but you will not be disturbed at all. That's why ragadvesha viyuktaistha vishayan indriyaishcha, because the sense organs' nature is to be with the vishaya. That is the nature. You can't avoid it. So Patanjali gives more priority for the chitta and the beyond. Whereas all Hatha Yoga and all gives the priority at the body level. Because once you analyze and discriminate properly at the chitta, at the buddhi, then you will not come to the low level. It's why Patanjali's yoga chitta vritti nirodha. You just cast off all the modification at the chitta level, so that your buddhi or the mind or ahankara or your prana and the body, everything under stable condition. But only when we give more and more priority at the body level, then we are unable to discipline at the chitta, so that all the problems comes at the physical level. So whenever a desire comes, okay, that is good to accomplish it, but we must be free from the success and failure of that act. Of course, if you take it in a positive way, in a good manner, surely it gives the result, no doubt. It gives the good result only. But still, that good result must not lead to the more and more attachment. Whenever you possess it, whenever you own it, whenever you recognize yourself with the success, then that leads to the problem. Because whenever the success is achieved, you recognize yourself with the success, then the same success may not continue for a long time. Then what happens? The same situation may create the hatredness also. Okay, say example, simply, as a participant, let us analyze. You go to parameter session, okay? The participant, the therapist or the students will take your BP. The BP, yesterday it was more than the normal, beyond the limit, and today it is normal. At the same time, one more fellow who gone through the BP measurement yesterday, it was normal, but today it is more. Just imagine two situations. The person who is normal and the person who is little abnormal beyond the limit, if you share together, what happens? Are they happy together? The fellow who has more BP, he will be jealous of the person who has normal BP. A small situation create disturbance in our mind. Okay? After 1 week, if he says, I am feeling quite better, okay? And if you share the same thing with the fellow who has not yet recovered, then he becomes more jealous of you because he has recovered little bit. So in all these situations, the short-term or the long-term goals in the day-to-day life makes more and more disturbance because we have habituated the nature of hating rather than loving. Okay? So loving is very difficult. We love ourselves, but in the case of others, we don't express the same amount of love. Okay? So these kind of situations, in the day-to-day life makes more disturb. If your child has got good percentage in the examination, at the same time the neighbor has got little more, then you are unhappy with your own child accomplishment. Then you are more jealous of the neighbor one. The moment we start comparing the things with the others or the situation or with the other people, all these situations create the jealous. So that is because of you undergo slowly without your knowledge the stress. So whenever your desires are unaccomplished, whenever goals are not met, then it leads to stress. The vega, kama krodhodbhavam vegam, Krishna says. So the stress is very beautifully defined by Krishna. Kama, if it is not fulfilled, it becomes krodha. Then that krodha leads to vega. That vega in the modern terminology they named as stress. So, as far as our lifestyle is concerned, no need to compare much with the other people or the other situation. Whatever we have the capacity, we have to discriminate, we have to take the decision, and we have to resolve to accomplish that task so that all pancha pranas are balanced in the pranamaya kosha, so that your indriyas, your karmendriyas and the entire physical health will be all right. So, no need to take this Bhagavad Gita shloka at this moment to Brahmajnana or something. Let us lead the life of a good, better, healthy, and whatever we have got the responsibility to accomplish in a proper manner. Okay? So, to some extent, these shlokas will give a proper understanding of what is the life, what is beyond the life, what is the ultimate reality of the human being. All these things are discussed, but still, until and unless we are perfect at the physical level, we can't go beyond. First, we must be healthy at the physical level, and the mind can be controlled in a proper manner to balance, and buddhi will be under our own discrimination. Then the life will be more beautiful. So, having understood all these different points, let us analyze each and every situation, each and every moment, and don't go beyond our limit with comparison. Let us enjoy ourselves, whatever we have, whatever we get the opportunity in day-to-day life. Okay? So, let us conclude the session with these thoughts. Close your eyes. Keep your spine erect. Let the whole body be relaxed. The bridge between the body and the mind, the prana, have the awareness on the breath. Try to slow down with your conscious effort. Don't allow any thought to speed up your breath. Just concentrate over the breath, observe, and with conscious effort, slow down, slow down, slow down. Whenever you get the random thoughts, then the prana, the breath will undergo abnormal variations. But when you are free from the thoughts for a few moments at least, the prana, the breath becomes very normal and balanced. Once you balance the breath, the mind also becomes calm and quiet. When you bring the prana to the normal level, chitta also becomes normal. Chalevate chalam chittam, nischale nischalam bhavet. When prana becomes nischala, then absolutely one will establish in the state of absolute yoga at the chitta. You can feel and enjoy the steady and slowness of the breath. It is calm and quiet, serene mind. Let us chant Shanti Mantra for the universal peace. Pradap Namaskara Mudra. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhabhat bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.